Previously, 31% of parents of children in high school felt it was a serious problem that high school students were not being taught enough math and science. A recent survey found that 82 of 200 parents of children in high school felt it was a serious problem that high school students were not being taught enough math and science. Do parents feel differently today? Use the alpha equals 0.05 level of significance. So we want to verify our conditions after we state the null and alternatives. So our null and alternative starting. We're looking at proportion, so P, null is equal to, and differently is not equal to. So we're looking at 31% for those. So we want to convert that to a decimal, so 0.31. So we want to verify that n times p naught times 1 minus p naught is greater than or equal to 10. So 200 times 0.31 times the quantity 1 minus 0.31. So 200 times 0.31 times the quantity 1 minus 0.31 gives us 42.78, which is greater than or equal to 10. So we're good. And we want to verify that we have a simple random sample. And we can reasonably assume that we have a simple random sample. And then lastly, that our sample values are independent. Or that our sample size is less than or equal to 5% of the population. And I would say that that is also true. So now we can calculate our p-values. So we're going to go to StatCrunch and go to Stat, Proportion Stats, one sample with summary. We have 82 out of 200. Our null hypothesis is that p equals 0.31. Our alternative is p does not equal 0.31. And our p-value is 0.0022, and we want to round that to 3 decimal places, so 0.002. Now we want to compare our p-value to alpha. So our p-value versus alpha. So our p-value is less than alpha, so we want to reject the null. So this means, this means that there is sufficient evidence to conclude the alternative hypothesis. Right. So there is sufficient evidence, so we can eliminate A and D, meaning that we reject. Just to get us in some extra practice, let's write out our statement here in context. So we would say that there is sufficient evidence to conclude that the proportion of parents of children in high school felt it was a serious problem that high high school students were not being taught enough math and science is different from 31% at the alpha equals 0.05 level of significance. Alright, so we state our conclusion there, and then we would relate it back to the problem and then put our level of significance, because we would have a different result if we picked a different level of significance there.